On this episode of And Just Like Ass, Charlotte's ungrateful little brats reaffirm my choice to remain child-free.
That music is a little loud! Go! Please go! Mom, go!
Carrie repurposes the igloo dress from the Lizzie McGuire movie. Seema and Charlotte turn into bitter Karens.
I'm taking this to Yelp.
We need to be seen now.
Miranda and Che finally break up. And Aidan. We open episode 6 with Carrie preparing for a Zoom interview with an idiot influencer who didn't even read her book.
Okay, so tell me about your new book, Loved and Lost.
I'm sorry, did you not read the book?
Oh my bad. What's it about?
It's a book about my husband dying.
And then her old-ass MacBook commits suicide. But that's no biggie. Unlike me, she has enough money to just buy a newer model, or 20. Seema proudly tells Carrie that she's contributing to the planet's ongoing demise by being one of those people who upgrades iPhones every year.
Had her for 8 years.
8 years? I upgrade my tech constantly. I already have the new iPhone.
Girl, we get it. You're obscenely rich. I just hope she's at least sending those phones to a refurbisher, but knowing her, Seema's just tossing them in the trash along with half-eaten, gold-encrusted Wagyu steaks and caviar. Because Carrie always needs at least one POC emotional support friend by her side, Seema is here, having apparently skipped eating to babysit her white friend's tech run.
Helping me pick out a computer instead of going to lunch.
And since she has no other friends besides Carrie, she invites her to vacation with her in the Hamptons.
You and me with our own 2-bed, 3-bath on the beach.
Yes, Seema, I will spend the summer with you.
Carrie and her pushy book publisher are now talking about Carrie's appearance at some old lady widow convention connected to her book, and then Rachel Dratch appears.
Carrie Bradshaw! Hi, stranger!
Wait a minute, who the fuck is that bitch?
Why not a cameo from Molly Shannon or Amy Sedaris, who we actually would have recognized from the OG series? Carrie needs a shot of external encouragement, so she asks yet another POC to come with her to the widow convention since Jackie is still spitting his guts out, and Seema already held her hand through a MacBook purchase. On the way to the old lady widow convention, a humongous blizzard engulfs New York. Carrie attends wearing this insane Montclair coat gown. When Carrie gets a call from Charlotte, who is frantically running around the city trying to get her bratty daughter some condoms, Carrie dismisses her because although she needs her friends to be there for her at her beck and call, Carrie rarely reciprocates.
Carrie, it's an emergency.
Okay, well, best of luck to you.
Besides, Carrie don't use condoms.
Do you have any condoms?
Why do you think I would have any?
I did have an. The condom broke. Okay, that's another lie. There was no condom.
She finds out she has to speak at the dead husband convention and gets nervous, so she asks Che, who isn't funny, to give Carrie something funny to say on stage.
Oh, come on, I need a joke. Let me joke.
Okay.
I wouldn't have come all this way in the snow if I'd known the widow wand was on back order.
Oh, brother, this guy's...
But she instead reads from her book, which ended up being just fine. Cool, so Che didn't even need to be there. Carrie just needed to tick off her diversity quota checklist and have someone hold her purse. Che hasn't been on screen for 5 minutes and is already being a dick because Miranda wants to cuddle and they don't.
And now I want to cuddle.
Oh, cuddle.
Che can't afford their apartment, so they're doing cameos for cash in the same bed as Miranda, who's trying to sleep.
Hey, this is Che Diaz, wishing Rory Upton a very happy birthday.
I'm sorry, what's happening?
But Che, of course, gaslights Miranda into shutting up, even after receiving an unsolicited boob photo.
These are the only way that I can make any money right now, so please don't shit on it.
Is that a
Sometimes they send me messages back.
I'm pretty sure if Che were a man, Miranda wouldn't be okay with this. I'm not sure why Che couldn't just go to the other room and do these, but Miranda eventually gets some sense and leaves. Miranda eventually comes back to her marital home. Steve comes in, literally choosing violence, which was the proper choice because Miranda, the one who blew up her entire family just so she could have guilt-free sex with a married stoner, has the nerve to ask Steve when he's finding a new place because Miranda is sick of going from Naya's to Che's to their house.
I'm not moving.
What do you mean you're not moving? You said in therapy that you would find a place.
Did Miranda blow all of her savings on California? The show presents all of these women as financially well off, so it makes no sense why she can't just get a new place instead of buying a used twin mattress and sleeping in a little room. Hell, in the first movie, she rented a new apartment immediately when Steve cheated, so what's the problem now? But then Steve gets fed up and completely reads Miranda down.
Then
This is my house.
you should tell that to the mortgage that has only my name on it.
All of it is my house. You never wanted to come here to Brooklyn.
Steve, we're not moving to Brooklyn.
I don't go to Brooklyn.
Neither do I. I'm a Manhattan girl. I can't move to Brooklyn. I don't like anything not Manhattan.
You never wanted me.
This isn't gonna work, Steve.
There's good stuff here.
Not enough.
You never even wanted Brady.
I'm pregnant.
Why would I tell him I'm not having it?
Finish her.
So why don't you go find a new place and get the f*** out of our lives?
And despite the terrible acting, where were the lies?
This kitchen, I built it. This floor, the fireplace, the f***ing bookshop. I never learned to read.
Steve instantly feels bad for what he said, which sends Miranda preparing to run back to Che crying. She and Steve end up spooning together, and then Miranda finds a condom wrapper.
What's this?
Hey, I'm a bartender and I'm cute.
Girl, what did you think he was working out for? When Miranda goes to Che, she immediately gets dumped.
I mean, from where we are now, this probably isn't gonna get better.
Good. Why are they spooning? Post-breakup, while Carrie is hanging out with her backup POC emotional support friend, they ask if Miranda is ghosting them.
Define ghosting.
Okay, that's a big yes.
Isn't that what happens when you break up with someone? But then again, should I really expect common sense from someone who is still married?
Well, technically.
Then the writers give Che a stray puppy to save to make her more likable, and guess what? They still aren't likable. Good to know Carrie still has those pipes, though. Meanwhile, across town, Naya and Miranda go to a bookstore so Naya can learn how to make a souffle. Miranda stumbles into a Jane Austen reading and immediately falls in lust with the woman who was reading Pride and Prejudice.
I was listening to you read just now inside.
Yes, I noticed you.
You noticed me?
Right away. So you know my name? What's yours?
I'm Miranda.
Miranda. You've really got me going.
I honestly thought this scene was a daydream because it felt so cheesy, but at least they have chemistry, unlike her and Che.
Nope. He sleeps like a dead man, and honestly, I am so tired.
No! God, please, no!
I'm kind of learning my lines.
I want to cuddle.
Oh, cuddle.
Miranda, looking amazing, heads out on her date. She's doing tongue exercises on the way to Jane Austen's place, preparing for the best Valentine's date ever, but
No worries, I'll clean it up later.
Bruh.
Yeah, just stepped in cat poo.
Bruh.
Oh, I left the sheets in the laundry room. Do you have any quarters?
Bruh.
There are menus. Make yourself comfortable.
Miranda's over it and eventually leaves. Besides, Jane Austen was gone for a pretty long time without a coat, so she probably froze to death. Carrie and her main POC emotional support friend are headed to the spa for Valentine's Day massages. Carrie is wearing this. But then Seema completely Karens out on a minimum wage worker for a policy that she didn't create.
Wonderful. One couple's massage.
Oh, no, sorry. We're not a couple.
It says 2.
Yes, 2 people, separate massages.
We're only doing couples massages today because of the holiday.
What holiday? Last I looked, it was Thursday. Banks are open. Mail's being delivered.
Well, it's just something nice we do on this day to celebrate couples.
Aren't they celebrated enough?
Why the hell can't Seema and Carrie just get the damn massages anyway? Y'all don't want to talk to each other during the massage? Or does Carrie not want to be faced with the possibility of showing a bare arm? Charlotte's up. After berating a 19-year-old working at The Real Deal, she's now Karening out on a black woman at the front desk who is literally just doing her job.
I took you out of science lab for this. I mean, who do they think they are? We're not even in Manhattan. Hi again. We need to be seen now.
They are before you.
Well, are they on charging stations all over the city? Rock has other appointments today at IMG and Elite in Manhattan.
So anyway, Rock didn't like the way Charlotte handled things at the Not Manhattan agency, so they decided to just drop modeling.
I don't want to do this anymore.
Wait, what?
Next week, Rock will be begging her mom for something else she'll quickly lose interest in. Speaking of ungrateful brats, the parenting on this show, minus LTW's family, leaves a lot to be desired in my opinion because Miranda and Charlotte's ilk run them.
Do those headphones work?
Obviously not if I can hear you.
My son called me a bitch because I sent his girlfriend home and forced him to do his homework.
Is it a bad idea to let them have in the house?
Wait, Lily, where are you going? We don't walk away from each other in this family. There are 300 people, 130 challahs, a rainbow high, and a trans rabbi.
I'm not doing it. I don't believe in it.
While Rock is soaking up all the attention from their Ralph Lauren campaign, Lily starts whining about Charlotte forgetting to make a reservation at Nobu, which she planned to be a prelude to her first time with some dude named Blake.
You're 17 years old. Go to Shake Shack and call it a day.
I can't lose my virginity after a lunch at Shake Shack.
Why would she just announce something like that?
Charlotte goes to talk with Lily about losing her V-card, and Lily doesn't give a single fuck.
So? Really glad that you opened up to us about this because my parents made sex seem like it was something that just...
Can I start playing again?
Later, during the blizzard, Lily abruptly leaves to go to Blake's house.
I'm going to Blake's. Bye.
Then Lily calls Charlotte and demands she get her condoms.
Blake doesn't have any condoms.
Well, you tell him right now to go out and get some.
He's afraid the drugstore near here will tell his mom.
I'm with Charlotte. Why can't her little boyfriend just go to a different pharmacy? Make him work for it, Lily. He got you going to his house during the blizzard. However, the burgeoning sociopath threatens to accidentally get pregnant.
I'm not about to go out in the middle of a blizzard to get you guys condoms.
Blake Googled how to pull out. We can just try that.
Okay, bye.
After manipulating her mother into getting her the baby blockers, Lily shoos her away.
I got you the assorted pack. There is classic, thin, ribbed.
It's remember? Cold and the snow is blowing in?
In a much less infuriating household across town, LTW, who is clearly the only active parent on the show, is suspicious of her son's new girlfriend, Baxter. Her name would be Baxter. And her lack of boundaries.
Hi! Mom.
And respect. Of course, her dumbass husband doesn't think anything of it.
She acts like he's her property or something.
Well, he is not her property, and he is not your property.
That is, until they catch her with the aid of her son in Lisa's closet.
I just wanted to get a pic with this awesome purse for my Insta. Hope it's okay.
I really wanted to see Lisa turn into a stereotypical black mother because this is definitely the time and place for it. But instead, she sees Little Miss Klepto out, and Herb gets in Corbin Blue's ass instead.
Your mother's closet? Have you lost your mind?
Charlotte, take notes. So Lily's weak-ass boyfriend ends up dumping her right before Valentine's Day. So now Charlotte and Harry are trying to plan to be out of their own house. Well, it's Trey's house, technically.
It's not your apartment.
Because Lily is throwing a party for 2 people in their kitchen. This little girl got the wish of tons of orphaned children is being a complete bitch to her mother, who had the audacity to bring her and her 2 friends who don't even like her.
Those mean seniors made fun of her original music.
Some cake for their party.
I got you girls a Valentine's Day cake.
We don't need it.
And then Charlotte eats a laced brownie.
Oh my God, I'm having a stroke.
And just like that, Charlotte died.
Okay, let's recap. Lily indirectly ruined Carrie and Big's wedding.
Could you put Carrie on the phone, please?
Who let the dogs out? Get these dogs out of here!
She ruined Charlotte's cream Valentino skirt.
Look, Mommy. Look at me. Me.
Really?
Her piano concerto kept Carrie away from Big long enough for her to find him mid-croak. She ruined her mom's dinner party over Tampon Gate.
I'm ready to learn how to put in a tampon.
Now?
Yes, now let's do it before I change my mind.
Guys, what's taking so long? Everybody's hungry.
She wrote a song dissing her mom for giving her a luxurious life.
Park Avenue streets, where do they lead? I'm not allowed to be me. I'm a good girl,
She made her mother run out into a potentially dangerous blizzard to get her protection. She kicked her mom out of her own house, well, Trey's house.
It's not your apartment.
To throw a party for some bitches who made fun of her. One of her friends brought laced brownies that Charlotte ate, which honestly very well could have unalived her under very strange circumstances.
You didn't have a stroke. You do have a pretty significant amount of THC in your bloodstream.
I ate a homemade brownie that one of Lily's new friends brought over.
I'm just saying, maybe she and Brady should get together and wreak havoc on their parents together. Charlotte at least gets something out of her not near-death experience. She needs to get her own life.
I'm a momager for Rock, a maid for Lily. What happened? I'm gonna call Mark Kasabian and I'm gonna ask him if the job that he offered me at the gallery is still available.
Hopefully Mr. Andrews still has a job for her because that offer happened like a while ago. Carrie wakes up in her tiny bed to an email from Aidan. Now, remember, when she was with him, he already had his own business, a place in the country, a place in the city, was helping fund Steve's bar, and was able to purchase two apartments in Manhattan. But Carrie is a big bag chaser. So upon learning that he sold his furniture company to West Elm, and since she can't cheat on him with Big again, she wants that old thing back. This is Carrie's world, and she's the main character where everything always goes well, even if it shouldn't. So of course, she gets an email back from him relatively quickly. Not only that, but he invites her to dinner on Valentine's Day. So after a restaurant mix-up, Aidan materializes, looking like Rhythm Nation era Janet Jackson. What the fuck is he wearing? The date went well, I guess, so the next stop is Carrie's old apartment. You know, the apartment he bought along with the one next to it when he thought they were going to get married. The apartment with the floors he sanded while she was getting her back blown out by her married ex. The apartment where Carrie lost his dog, because she was arguing with her married ex. Seeing this slab of bricks literally re-traumatizes Aidan to his very core, and the bad memories come flooding back. Carrie actually tries to persuade him to just ignore all of that because she put up some new wallpaper.
I'm never going in there again.
It doesn't even look the same. Like I hung wallpaper and I've repainted.
I should go.
Good. Aidan, baby, you're doing great. Y'all linked up and she's the same terrible person she was when you were with her. Now take your ass back to Virginia and go be with your boys. Wyatt Earp and Tate and the other one, Gomer Pyle or whatever his name is.
Hey, fuck it. They have hotels, right?
What? Dude, fuck this show.